you something.
What's up?
I'm pregnant.
Already? Are you sure?
I got 7 kids. I think I know what I'm talking about.
Dashiki, I'm not ready to be no father right now.
Oh, so you man enough to come up in me, but you ain't man enough to take care of what comes out, get my nails done, get my hair done, pay my rent, and get me a new car? You know what? You ain't nothing.
So lately in the news, there's been a lot of conversation or topics about teen parenting, single parenting. It's in the news again. It's being discussed a lot. In New York City, there's a campaign going on to educate young people on the dangers of teen pregnancy. And it shows you the likelihood of success or, having a future, having a child at that young age. And of course, leftist liberals like Melissa's 2 last names, Harris Perry, they believe that it's not that single parenting leads to poverty. They believe that poverty leads to single parenting. Even though 42% of the people who are below the poverty line are single parents, and only 9% of them who are in a committed relationships are below the poverty line. But statistics and facts don't matter. They say it's not the teenage pregnancy, it's poverty in itself that leads to the incarceration, that leads to the teen pregnancy, and it leads to the lack of education. But anyways, in this conversation, one of the number one deflections is, where are the fathers at? And for granted, there are some men who walk away from their responsibility. Absolutely, we can't deny that. Yet, there's a reality that a lot of these men are incarcerated, some of them are in jail, and a lot of them are dead. But I'm not even going to talk on those 2 situations, any of those situations. I want to look at the reality that we keep saying where the fathers are, but we ignore the reality that a lot of the young women choose to be single mothers, i.e. they are single mothers by choice. So I guess this is the introduction to a couple of videos I'm going to do. Going to be titled, Is She a Victim or Is She a Volunteer? Meaning, it's her situation of one where which she was in a committed relationship with someone and he just poof disappeared, or the female was just being, 2 people were being sexually irresponsible, and the one who had all the options and all the choices took none of them, and the person who had the least options, least choices, disappeared. Or we're going to see if, she was just being stupid and had the baby because she thought that something was going to keep a relationship, or because she just wanted to have it just to have one because it's kind of a fad now, or whatever. But we're going to just determine whether or not if the female is a victim or volunteer. So that will be the title of those future videos. Is she a victim or a volunteer? Single motherhood. I guess this is the introduction to those type of videos. But I'm going to start off on Facebook, right? I'm going to look at some statuses and posts that just happened within the last week, and people I know personally. So I'm not going to put them on blast, not like that, but I'll show you the comments, and they're kind of ridiculous. But it illustrates the reality that a lot of these females are having babies by themselves on purpose. People like the phrase, he got you pregnant, or whatever. A lot of these chicks want to have babies, and they have them, regardless of the father. And I'm not talking about just hood rats, I'm talking about the educated chick with degrees as well. One of my coworkers telling me about a situation where, I know both couples too, but he doesn't believe that they're ever going to get married. He thinks that she's just getting her kids out of the way because he's not on her level, or he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And he believes that straight up, that because she comes over and she talks and she complains and she nags about what he's not doing. But mind you, they're on their 2nd child. And I guess there's a reality that some females will, because they want all their kids to be by the same men, they don't want a whole bunch of baby fathers, they'll choose someone to be in a relationship with, and they'll be in a relationship with them for however many years as possible. And then when she decides she doesn't want him anymore, she kicks him to the curb. Now, if she has money, or if she finds someone else to come marry her or take her, sweep her off her feet, she might not ask for anything from the dude. If that doesn't work out, she'll probably take him for child support and get money that way. But either way, I'm saying that we ignore the reality that single motherhood is not always the whole, I was abandoned, left by myself scenario that we keep hearing. A lot of times today in this culture, it's done by choice. So, and of course you see pop culture, TV, media, a lot of movies promote single motherhood, where it's, like I stated before many times, it's the affluent female who decided she wanted to have a baby even though she's not married yet. there's like 20 movies on that alone. I get it. It kind of pretty much started with the TV show Murphy Brown, and I'll talk about that too in a future video. But I'm gonna first read you these statuses simply from Facebook. Again, one of the females I went to high school with, the other one I went to grammar school with, and one actually my boy sent me when I told him I was gonna do this video of something that popped up in his feed. And he's younger than me. He's a younger generation, yet he sees the same thing. This whole concept of single mother by choice. All right, so we look at the dynamic of the single motherhood, and I'm going to read this first status, which I felt so dumb after just reading it, and I had to read it over again because I didn't know what I said myself. But I'm going to illustrate to you how this whole concept of single motherhood, of the question, the deflection is where the father is kind of getting irrelevant to ask, because more females are being vocal about the fact that they choose to be single mothers. Is from day one, they decide that they didn't want the father to be a part of the kid's life, or it was if he wanted to be in it or not. In reality, these situations where it wasn't a relationship, it wasn't a marriage, definitely. It was just two irresponsible people having sex, and again, she chose to keep the kid, and she also chose to be a parent by herself. But I'm going to just read you this first. I'm going to attempt to read it again because it was difficult the first time. But it says, 48 hours left. I'm dropping my little man. Be here to be happy. About to get ready for mommy life. Ain't mad. Will I be doing it by myself? F, I wanna be dead. F, I wanna be dad. I am the dad. Ain't got a dad beat nigga. To do, just stay focused on the ones you really love, as I see ain't mine. Okay, but it good, cause like I said from day one, I'ma do it with you or without you. Now that's what she stated. I guess she was writing the status to her baby's daddy for him to see, even though he's probably not her friend, but she was just doing it hypothetically. And this is the response. And the girl who's responding, I actually went to grammar school with. You can do it, Li. I do it by my lonely, without help from anyone, not even public assistance. Real moms do real things for their kids. So there you see, two single moms. One has two kids. Neither one of them are married, and they're proud of their situation, their scenario that they're in. They acknowledge the father's not there. Now, the one at the bottom, the one who's responding, obviously both of her children fathers are two different men. So she's already starting off, not even 30 years old, with two kids from two different men, and she somehow feels honored, and as if that's some type of a badge of honor to be in that situation. So where does the daddy's scenario go here? Where does it fit in? When these two women acknowledge and admit that they're doing it by themselves, and they chose to do that. How can you say that? How can you ask that question where the father is when, again, and honestly, this scenario is what I see more often than not. I don't see the scenario of they were in a committed relationship, or they were actually in a relationship, period, and it just happened and he just walked away from his responsibility. I rarely ever see that, honestly. More often than not, I see the scenarios just like this. But that's just the first one. I'm going to read another one in a second. So this is the second thing I want to read, second status. I actually went to high school with this particular female. She was a freshman my senior year, but that's not even the point. The point is, I'm going to illustrate to you how this whole concept of single motherhood is what it is. Having babies without being in a committed relationship, or in a marriage, is the new normal, as liberals want to put it, and they promote it because they have to piggyback off that to endorse gay marriage, lesbians and gays and homosexual men, and the single female who's affluent and she just wants to have a baby because she's getting that urge, that itch, all done out of selfish desires. But like I said, leftists promote single motherhood for those many reasons I just mentioned before. But I'm gonna read this real quick. I don't know if it's gonna be able to be seen in the video, but it says this: I don't understand what the issue is with having a baby. I mean, damn, my son will be 8 years old. So she's 25 and her son is 8. Do the math. She's not with the father of that child. Mother effers shaking their head in ish for what? What the F? You got 24 likes as you see at the bottom. So she's pregnant again, second child. Now, just a little recap. She's, I've watched. She's the female that puts statuses over Facebook, putting down her child's father and how he ain't doing nothing, blah blah blah. So she's done that stuff before. She's also put it out there and made it known that she's working 60, 70 hours a week. She doesn't get to see her kid. Basically, her grandmother, who probably raised her as well, babysits and watches the kid all the time. So if it was already not difficult enough and she complained about not being able to spend more time with her kid, why would you have another one? Never mind. So this is to give you a little background. Then there's one time, like 2 Valentine's days ago, and she made a statement, and I guess her son said something to her that it's pretty creepy on some Oedipus type stuff, where he complimented her in a way, and she acknowledged and admitted, and she said, I need to get a boyfriend, because her son was saying things. And I think, to me, this is my personal opinion, and I noticed this that same year, that a lot of the single mothers who had sons were saying some weird stuff on Valentine's Day and taking their kids out to date and buying them gifts. I think that should be put on pause, honestly. I think that's on some too close to Oedipus type of stuff, where if you got a son, take him on a play date with another girl or something like that. Don't take your son. If it's just you and him, don't do that. That's just weird. And I think it's affecting a lot of these young boys. That's just my personal opinion. Off topic. Stop. And I've like at least 5 or 6 different statuses. I've seen females who didn't have a Valentine's Day, obviously, making reference to chilling with their sons, their little sons, and going out and doing something with them. Again, to me, I think that's completely creepy. But as you saw, and I'm gonna read the comments that follow this, and I'm not even gonna show them because there's a whole bunch of them. But I'm gonna try to read some of the comments to this particular status. On the first comment, kind of, I guess, was trying to talk some sense to her. It said that because he is a big boy and you started over again, which is a reality. It's like you just got this one at 8, and you have a pretty decent age where you're not too far apart, where it's like, damn, that's still cool. When he's older, I can still probably kick it. And then you're already struggling. You're already complaining about how you don't get enough time with him as it is, so you pop out another one. But that was the first comment. Is it actually was making sense. And the second comment was, for what? That's huge stretch. 8 years, everybody quick to judge a woman. You take damn good care of your son. My man's daughter about to be, oh wait, hold up. You take good care of your son. My man's daughter about to be 8, and ain't no one having him ish effing DBLs standards. Shaking my head. Judgmental individuals. They got 4 likes. I don't even know what it said. I don't even know what it meant. But anyways, the chick who commented before, now I guess feels some type of way, and she writes, "I'm happy for you," and it got 3 likes now. And the chick who commented second, which I didn't understand her, she says, "Me too." Now she's responding to the status. LOL, yeah, but that's okay. I'm young and he can be a big brother, a real big brother, and protect his little sister. She can follow his footsteps when he graduates high school and college. I would have loved to have had an older sister or bro too, have growing up with me and look up to. But other than that, she named her son grown, so he will be doing his thing, football, playing with friends, etc. And me and the baby will be following along. LOL. You got 5 likes. The next comment is, I know ladies, thanks, and blah blah blah. Are you gonna babysit? Another comment is, they ain't got to raise it or take care of it. So ish, let shake that ish until they fall off their shoulders. Non-English, 4 likes. She laughs at that comment. Tell him to kiss your arse. This is the thing right here. I wanted to read this comment. This female says, tell him to kiss your butt. I got a 12, a 7, and 11-month-old and I'm about to have another one. It has 3 likes. I'll repeat that. She states that tell him to kiss your butt. I have a 12, 7, 11 month. Oh, and I'm about to have another one. Okay. Oh yeah, congrats when you do. And you're a grown a woman. Can't just imagine who you are speaking about. This chick is commenting again for the 3rd time. I know I will, and I am not player. I love the girl because I am not having no more. I know I will, and I am not play. I love the girl because I am not having no more. I guess she's saying she has a kid and she doesn't want any more. This next comment says, I can't wait to meet my new niece. She's going to be gorgeous like her mom. Tell them to build a bridge and get over it. I can't wait for my niece to arrive. I love her. Congrats. Congrats, boo. Congratulations, baby girl. Who cares? You're a great mom, and I'm glad you're reproducing again. I'm so excited. Already bought like 5 things. I'm due in July. Aw, thanks and congrats and thanks and blah blah blah. You know I had to go through all the old clothes, and I have everyone getting things already. It's so funny. Having a girl, pink, 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 and more pink. This is another comment. I can't wait to see she's going to be spoiled. One I love, my niece, both of them. What both of them? Glad you are having 2 babies. I already have one niece, and I am real close to her, and she's having my second. I'm just a proud auntie. Blah 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 blah. Now no twins. I will go crazy. I have a vision that she's gonna be brown skinned with little chubby cheeks, looking like her brother or me. Congrats, thank you. But anyways, you get the drift. That was just a bunch of people, females, congratulating her and giving her props for having a second child out of wedlock. So again, if you want to ask the whole conversation of where the daddy at, to me is irrelevant. It's a deflection. Now she's apparently with the father of this child for now, but who knows how long it's going to happen. If you look statistically speaking, how often do men marry the mother of their children when they have them out of wedlock in the last 20 years? It ain't looking pretty good. I wish her the best. I hope she does everything right. She does have a strong work ethic, it appears, but maybe she'll be the exception to the rule, not just another statistic. But anyways, I just read that, which was a waste of time, but to point out the reality that these chicks is gonna have babies. You see, she getting a whole bunch of support from a whole bunch of other females who are most likely in her same predicament, and they don't care. You know, where the father, who the father is, that's not on their mind or in their mentality. Is I want to have a baby when I want to have a baby, and it's that simple. So I got one more to read real quick. For the next one, I'm about to read off. I'm reading from my phone. My boy sent me a text because he told me he saw the same thing on his Facebook page. But I'm gonna read this one from my phone real quick. It says, "Hey, Facebook, get this. My baby daddy suggests I get an abortion since we not gonna be together. LOL. Oh hell, y'all, what kind of ish is that? And got people to back him up for it. What the F? Hell. My fam don't believe in that." Okay, that was the status. Her family doesn't believe in abortion. They believe in her fornicating without being married, but they don't believe in killing babies. Alright, so I'm gonna read I guess some of the responses to that. First response to that is he done lost his mind. That's what's up. Wrong. He don't want to man up, but he gonna have to. She says, yep, responding to that. You just keep your head up and stay healthy. You don't need him. Wait a minute, you just said that he gonna have to man up and help, but now you're saying he doesn't need him. Which one is it? You don't need him. You got great family and friends who support you. You are such a beautiful young lady. Love your chick. Wow. Okay. And the next response was, Oh, here comes the white knight. This is from a dude, actually. F him. Have it. You been a man to lay with you. Tell him to man up. LOL. You got 2 likes. Girl, you better keep your baby. I'm so ready to go baby shopping. What's up with these people wanting to buy pregnant people all these damn clothes for their kids? But when they come to babysit, they ain't nowhere to be found, huh? I am taking care of all 3 of mine. Now, again, I'll repeat this. Girl, you better keep your baby. I am so ready to go shopping. Baby shopping. I am taking care of all 3 of mine. All 3. Myself. And they want for nothing. And I mean nothing. So if I could do it with 3, I know you can do it with 1. F a baby daddy. Can't wait till you know what. My phone died. To know what you are having so I can start my shopping. And she responds, hell yeah, LOL, can't wait. And that's it. But I'm gonna actually clip this. I'm gonna get it off my phone and put it at the end of this video to show you I ain't making this stuff up. This female literally responded that she has 3 kids by herself, and I'm gonna just assume that they're not all by the same men. And she's stating that no man is needed in this scenario. So again, why do we keep getting deflection where the father is, when clearly many of these females have no intentions of being with the father? It's just if he decides to, okay, we will be, but if he doesn't, I'm gonna have it regardless, and I'm gonna do it by myself. How can you make that argument when I just gave you 3 examples, or more than that actually, because the responses in the comments were the same reality? So can we stop with that deflection? Okay, we can say all we want, that father needs to be in their homes, the father needs to be around, but if a chick don't want him around, he can't be. It's that serious. It's that simple. I'm out. Anyways, just in case you thought I was joking, I had to cap that comment because you can't make this stuff up. This chick has 3 kids and she's encouraging another chick to have a baby by herself. But anyways, that was the whole point of this video. So the videos after this gonna follow is gonna be titled, "Are you a victim or is she a victim or a volunteer single mother?" I'm going to start off with this situation that happened on NPR a few years ago, and we're just gonna break it down. Are these females victims or are they volunteers? But that's my video. 3 of them. Oh yeah, just real quick, I forgot to put this in earlier, but this is actually a Facebook page. It's you see the title, Proud Single Moms, and it has 300,000 likes and almost 500,000 people talking about this site. But lo and behold, I look to the left where it shows you how many of my friends are on it, and it's like 6 of my friends, Facebook friends, that are members of this site. Go figure. But yeah, it's a bunch of nonsense quotes and I guess pep talks and a bunch of victimization and rewarding negative behavior. A lot of that going on here. But it's just single motherhood is glorified, it's promoted. Women take pride in being in that predicament. So I guess you dismiss me with the word of father's conversation. To me, that's just how I feel about it. But a daughter is one of the most beautiful gifts the world has to give. Wow, is that not sexist? Wow. Being a parent means loving your children more than you ever love yourself. This is full of a bunch of silly quotes like that. But yeah, this is a Facebook page dedicated to single motherhood. And I'm pretty sure there's probably more of them out there. But that was just real quick.
I'm telling the record labels I'm 22.
So when are you going back into Sony?
We're just waiting for time. Thank God. I can barely drag my big ass to the piano these days. Baby kicks me every time I sit down.
So where's your man taking you tonight?
Shaka Khan.
At the Beacon. And when's the ring coming?
Portia.
What?
I think I'm telling everybody at school that we eloped.
Girl, if you were having this baby without a marriage license, that is your business.
Just wasn't the fantasy. Marriage, then kids. Being able to say my husband, not just my baby daddy.